You're right on time. I was just about to start my meditation practice. Come, have a seat.
Hello, timekeepers. This time, let's talk about one of the most controversial character that heated up a lot of arguments in many forums, Mercuria. A little side note, Mercuria is the second newest character released along with Jay during the 2.0 patch. After the early test by the CN Whales, her full portrays completely overwhelm a lot of characters. As long as you have a full portray Mercuria, you can pretty much jam up any other characters and you can clear any contents available with ease. This brought up the issue that dev team locked full potential and possible the key kits rather than just damage multiplier in newer characters. Of course, our CN brothers are not happy with the direction of marketing going forward into the future. There are some parties who argued that as there are no PvP or ranking system in the game, so such features in Portray will not affect much rather than just personalize gameplay. Then again, you need to get sales for Blue Poach so that players will pull for characters. Whales will argue that since they paid premium, they should enjoy special features in the characters. I will break down her portrays in detail later. Mercuria's design is honestly really well done to me. Looking at her, she gives the vibe of mysterious girl you that catch your eye in the club, but you do know the potential problems that she may bring along. Haha. She dedicates her life to be a wanderer. I would say her design is as pretty as eternity too. What do you guys think? Let's go through her skills, shall we? First skill, Restless Souls is a mental damage single target attack that can heal your any ally in your team with lowest health based on Mercuria's attack, and her additional damage multiplier scales based on the skill ranks in the action zone. A quick example can be seen here. Here, I am using a 0 Portray Mercuria without any Psycube. Her based attack should be about 1200. Using Mercuria rank 1 Restless Soul skill followed by Marcus's rank 2 from the Lantern and a rank 1 Reading class skills, the damage output we get is 1483. This is based on the initial cosmic energy stacks. We get 16% additional damage, minus the defense from the enemy. 1483 is exactly from a multiplier of 1.9, which is consistent with 160% based mental damage plus 30% extra damage from rank 2 skill from Marcus. It does not matter the order of your skills in the action zone that you have selected. The additional damage from Mercuria's skills will be calculated automatically when her skill is released. An interesting kit that is different from previous characters. She is very useful to pair with characters like Marcus and Enli, whereby they can upgrade the rank of their incantation automatically from their insights. The base damage is similar to the older standard characters for single target attack, that is 160%, 240%, and 400% at rank 3 skill. The additional damage can go up to maximum of extra 250% based on a 4-man team run. Second skill, Self-Focusing, AoE buff skills that boost crit rate for all allies and gain cosmic energy based on incantation ranks for 2 turns. Rank 3 skill boosts 30% crit rate, quite insane boost especially when you are running high crit DPS like Lucy, Xunyang, Winsong, and others. Pairing with Vera or Tooth Fairy, you can achieve triple S ranks in raid boss easier. This is a massive buff or DPS based support skill. Mercuria's ultimate, Morning Star for the Night, is an AoE damage attack that can dispel 2 random buffs from enemies and deals 400% based mental damage and grant a buff that increases skill ranks for all allies. There are currently 2 types of dispels in the game at the moment. The dispel can occur before or after the damage. As for Mercuria's ultimate, the dispel effect occurs first before the damage is proc, which is good against some immunity damage bosses. A straightforward ultimate as the description says. Though, the ultimate animation effect is one of the nicely made comparison to others. Let's go through in depth regarding her insights. Insight 1 increases all allies' damage by 2% multiplied by the number of cosmic energy stacks. As cosmic energy stacks is a new buff, unlikely will be dispelled by any skills at the moment. Skill action without incantation ranks will not generate cosmic energy, such as Jay's counterattack, New Babel counterattack, 37 supplementary formula pursuit, Chunyang's second part of her Baiju ladle skill. Other than these, most skills with incantation ranks will generate cosmic energy. Also the last part of Insight 1, Mercuria will gain Moxie based on how many standard Afflatus units in the team. So if you use any characters that are not Intellect or Spirit Afflatus, you can get up to 3 Moxies in a 4-man team. In other words, she is designed to pair with standard Afflatus characters and buff their DPS output. Insight 2 is standard attack buff. Insight 3 is where all the hoo-ha problems come. If Mercuria has 9 cosmic energy stacks, she buffs all allies crit damage by 30%, and at 16 cosmic energy stacks, she boosts 20% incantation might. At the end of the round, if allies have used 2 or more rank 3 skills, Mercuria gains 1 extra Moxie. Gaining Moxie end of the round is a good implementation rather than gaining Moxie at the start of the round and harder to utilize this advantage. Looking at her Insight 3, you can guess that her portrays will work on improving her insights and buff her ultimate. All in all, she can become really broken unit because of her crit rate, crit damage amplifier. Okay. Most anticipated part of her kit lies in her portrays. Let's explore her portrays and why it is such a big issue. First, Portray reduces the condition to gain extra Moxie to using 2 or more rank 2 skills rather than rank 3 skills, so it is easier to ramp up Moxie and spam her ultimate. Overall damage output difference is 4.6% more than 0 Portray. Second, Portray is rather crazy. Increase the crit damage gain from her Insight 3 to 50% from 30% and Incantation Might to 30% from 20%. You get a whooping 17.5% improvement compared to Portray 1 unlocked. Portray 3 just unlocks Mercuria max cosmic energy stacks to 30 and multiplier increase to 2.5% from 2%. Not very significant changes, so it is only 8.6% better than Portray 2. Portray 4 and Portray 5 are where the significant changes come from. 3 turns of adjustment buffs means for 3 turns after Mercuria uses her ultimate, all skills will rank up by 1, and you can see the cycle becomes almost permanent buff since she gains Moxies based on incantation rank of ally skills. You will be spamming a lot of rank 2 and 3 skills, and Portray 5 increase cosmic energy duration to 3 turns, and each stack adds 3% extra damage. All allies can gain 90% extra damage buffs, which is almost permanent while spamming at least rank 2 skills. A max Portray versus a 0 Portray Mercuria has a significant 124% damage output difference. Very disgusting indeed. I will share a simplified translated summary of Mercuria's Portray's difference here. Portray is translated as shaping. Starlight Wellspring is Mercuria's best in slot Psycube. Increases crit rate by 12% as base level whenever we have status buffs and stackable damage output of 2.5% up to maximum 4 times. At max amplification, we get 4.5% damage output up to 4 stacks. The power-up can complement more crit rate build DPS in the team. So, the meta favors crit rate, crit damage characters for now. Mercuria players can run this resonance as recommended by CN testers. Decent sustain with good critical build. Let's jump into some gameplay to see how she fares. I used the latest Limbo as testing ground.
To the left.
A new hypothesis.
To the right.
It could be found.
Regaining control of our
The
bodies.
benefits of field mapping.
Journey to the cosmos.
Are you a rational numbers?
A good point.
Given that.
Like cupping the moon in the palm of my hand.
No other study could show you this.
Time to check my calculation.
I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
A new hypothesis.
To the left.
It could be found.
The benefits of field mapping.
Look,
Oh, it's a bubble.
relax.
A good point.
Given that,
An academic question.
Thank you for your cooperation.
No other study could show you this.
intersect and divide.
Limited scale, infinite lines. Behold,
Victory? Okay, but what does it mean to us? I mean, what does it prove?
Embrace rather than resist.
Given that,
Like cupping the moon in the
Could be
palm of my
found.
hand.
a good point.
uh-huh.
I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
Form is a bubble.
The benefits of field mapping.
Come down.
A new hypothesis.
To the right. To the left.
A good point.
To the right. To the left. This'll help.
No other study could show you this.
Shine. Journey to the cosmos.
How troublesome.
Calm down. Relax.
A new hypothesis.
Given that,
I smell the scent of Mercuria.
Taking another look.
uh-huh. How troublesome.
Take a deep breath. To the right. No worries.
A good point.
To the left. Look.
Thank you for your cooperation.
No other study could show you this.
Journey to the cosmos.
Professional.
To the right. To the left. To the right.
A new hypothesis.
Like cupping the moon in the
academic
palm of
question.
my hand. Regaining control of our bodies.
Taking another look.
I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
Stop. Limited scale, infinite lines. Behold. Don't touch the device.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Overall, she does deal fairly good damage comparable to Winsong in short battle like Limbo. Perhaps a better place to make full use of her is in prolonged battle like raid bosses. She is broken character at max portrays but fairly decent at based form too. Balance is the better word here. Is she a must pull? I would say yes given that crit buff and damage improvement with some healing is a pretty good kit. Plus, she is Spirit Afflatus based, less susceptible to advantage Afflatus enemies in some contents. I do hope this Portray design is a trial test thing for the dev team moving forward from here on. Let's see what feedback they gather from players and adjust the designs and meta. Alright, that is all for now. Have fun gaming, stay healthy, and see you all next time.
and the stars in the sky